What's up, you guys? It's your boy Pete here. Today, we are going to be going all over the NBA playoffs, play in, and end of season awards, guys. I'm going to be giving my predictions for everything going on in the NBA now. We are going to start off with the set playoff matchups that are, obviously set as of right now, which is the Lakers Timberwolves, Nuggets Clippers, Knicks Pistons, Pacers Bucks. I'm gonna give my finals prediction and who I think is just gonna win it all in the end, and then we're gonna be going over all of the play-in, and then the end of season awards and who I think should win each award. Okay, guys, so let's get right into it. So we're gonna start off with the playoffs as I mentioned. Lakers versus Timberwolves. I got the Lakers winning in four. It is going to be a sweep simply because of the fact that Anthony Edwards does not have Cat to carry his sorry ass anymore. This guy has no aura. He will not be able to overcome any double or triple teams now that he doesn't have Cat in the corner to bail him out of coverages anymore. And they're simply going to get swept because they are a horrible basketball team. Who is Ant's best player anyways? Julius Randle? Or should I say Foulius Randle? This guy is trash. And he's a choker, too. Go look at everything he did on the Knicks in the playoffs. It wasn't pretty. We don't even need to guard him. We will let the air guard him, and this guy will choke. And obviously, the same goes for Rudy Gobert. I mean, the guy is complete garbage. He's the worst defensive player of the year ever. I mean, every postseason he gets exposed defensively. We're just going to attack him every time, and he sucks on offense, so he's not going to do nothing. And boom, it's going to be a clear sweep just like that, guys. Okay, that is my prediction for that series. Lakers in four. Next up, we got Nuggets Clippers. I had to think long about this, guys. I'm not going to lie. If Mike Malone hadn't got fired, I would go with the Nuggets winning this one because I just don't think the Clippers match up well with Denver. I mean, Jokic obviously owns them. Every time they match up, they get blown out. But I am going to say that the Clippers will win only because the Nuggets made the stupid decision to fire Mike Malone in the middle of the season. Okay, guys, I got the Clippers winning that series in six. Yeah, I mean, now that they don't have a head coach, they're not going to be prepared for anything. They're not going to be able to make adjustments throughout the series, none of that. And then on top of that, they have the worst player in NBA history to roster, Russell Westbrook. Every team this guy is on, he somehow fucks it up in the end. He's the worst player in NBA history to have on a roster. It's plain and simple. You can't win with him. You can't tank with him. You're just going to be mediocre with him, and that's been the story of his career. Horrible player to have. Okay, but I got Clippers in six there. Next up for the two Eastern Conference series, we got Knicks versus Pistons. Personally, I got the Knicks winning this one in five. I think Cade Cunningham is gonna do just enough to get them a game, and then the Knicks will likely just close it up in Game 5 at MSG. Like, that's pretty much just my take on that. And then for the other series, Pacers versus Bucks. Now I know Damian Lillard may or may not come back. They're not sure about his timeline, but personally, I am going to say the Bucks will win this in six. And here is why. Regardless of whether Dame is there or not, I think Giannis wants this. Like, I mean, it's been 4 years since the Bucks have done anything relevant. I think Giannis is gonna have the series of his life. I mean, Indiana doesn't have a good defense to begin with, so he already has the advantage there. I think he's gonna have a great series. He's gonna do enough to win it with or without Dame personally. And I know that going off the regular season matchups and stuff like that, the Pacers usually beat the Bucks. But I am going to just take my chances on Giannis this time. I feel like Giannis just wants it more. That's personally my take. I got the Bucks in six. I think they're going to close it up in Milwaukee in Game 6. Okay, guys. So those are my playoff predictions for the series that have already been set as of right now. Obviously, there's more series to be set, but we will go over those in the next show after the play-in is all settled. But I am going to give my NBA Finals prediction. Personally, I think the Thunder and Celtics is going to be the finals, and I think the Thunder are going to win. I think both of these teams are the best of their conference personally. I think the Thunder are better than the Lakers, are better than the Warriors and everyone else in the conference. And the Celtics are obviously the defending champions. And I mean, they look nothing other than the defending champions. They still probably look like the best team in the NBA. So I got both of them going to the finals. However, I got OKC actually winning only because of the fact that I believe Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is an actual number one option. You look at Boston, right? They don't have a real number one guy. I mean, Tatum and Brown are both number twos at the end of the day. But they are a championship team because the rest of the roster is pretty much flawless. I mean, they got shooters and defenders everywhere. They got the depth. But you look at OKC's roster, it's also the same exact way. The only difference is that Shea is just better than everybody Boston has, and he's a real number one in my opinion. So I got the Thunder ultimately winning the NBA Finals against the Celtics. That is my finals prediction, guys. Thunder Celtics, Thunder win. But okay, enough about that one. Let's move on to the play-in. Who do I think is going to win these play-in matchups? So from the Eastern Conference, we got the Magic versus the Hawks and the Bulls versus the Heat. So I got the Magic beating the Hawks at home and, advancing to the postseason, which will leave Atlanta falling to play the winner of the 9-10 game, which is Bulls versus Heat. Personally, I think the Bulls are going to win that one. I think they're going to win because Josh Giddey and Kobe White just look really hot right now if you're watching the Bulls play. And a lot of times, the hotter team just wins. I mean, we have to remember, guys, this is one game. This is not a series where you could undisputedly say that the better team is most likely going to win. So I think, personally, the Bulls are hotter right now, and that's just going to help them win that one. And then when it comes down to the ace spot between the Hawks and the Bulls, yeah, I think the Hawks are just going to win that one at home. And then on the Western Conference side, we got the Warriors versus the Grizzlies, and then the Kings versus the Mavs. Okay, well, I got Golden State beating Memphis at home and advancing. I don't think I need to explain why. They're just a better basketball team, and Steph Curry is amazing, and so is Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green, right? And then for the Kings and the Mavs, the Kings have home in this situation, but in my opinion, personally, I have the Mavs winning this one on the road. And the reason why I think the Mavs are going to pull it off is because I think Anthony Davis wants to give something to the city of Dallas. Like, everybody is saying that the trade that he was a part of was arguably the worst trade in NBA history. And I mean, I don't blame fans for saying that because, obviously the Mavericks traded away Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis, who's old and isn't really reliable when it comes to health. But I think Anthony Davis is listening to these things and he's saying, you know what? I'm going to give these fans something to cheer for. I'm going to go out there, ball out, and make some noise, even though my point guard is out for the season. I think the Mavericks win that one. And yeah, I mean, from there, I'm looking at it right now. It's going to come down to the Grizzlies and Mavericks after that for the last spot. And I think the Grizzlies will probably just win that one. I mean, they're going to be home. They're obviously the much better basketball team. They have an amazing defense that they could literally scatter around Davis. I mean, they got the size and everything. They got Triple J. They got Zach Edey and all those boys out there. And I mean, they're just better. So yeah, I just think Memphis is probably going to take that one at home. Okay, guys, but that is my play-in predictions right there. Now, I'm going to get into my award predictions. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let me start off with none other than MVP. Nikola Jokic is my pick for MVP. I'm going to say it right now, guys. If they don't give it to Jokic, it's going to be for two reasons. The first reason is going to be that they just don't want this guy simply winning too much, because this would be his fourth MVP in 5 years. And that's something we have not seen since prime LeBron, which is actually insane to even think about. I mean, we haven't seen a peak this good since prime LeBron. This guy has a chance to accomplish a feat that only prime LeBron accomplished. 4 MVPs in 5 years. That's unheard of. I think he should get it personally, but if the NBA does not give it to him, one of the reasons is going to be because they don't want Jokic winning it too much. And the second reason why he won't win it, if he does it, is because simply they're just going to be glazing Shea. That's why. They try to display this Shea as this guy who, has swag, has aura, he's disgusting. And I'll give it to him. He is all of those things. He has swag, he has aura, he's great at basketball, he just won the scoring title too. He's a great player. But if you just look at Jokic, guys, the guy is just doing something unheard of. The guy is averaging an efficient 28-point triple-double, bro. Like, this guy is literally doing what Russell Westbrook did, except it's translating much more to winning. He's efficient and not turning the ball over, and he's not terrible defensively. So, personally, I got Jokic winning this, and I think he should. And if he doesn't win it, it's going to be for the two reasons I just listed. Okay, guys. Now, Rookie of the Year, I'm going to keep it plain and simple here. I think Zach Edey will win it. I think he did enough to win it personally, considering the comp for it. I mean, he averaged 9 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, 1 block per game, and, shot 58% from the field. And, I mean, he did it for a playoff team also. And I'm not saying that record necessarily matters for Rookie of the Year. Record is meaningless towards it, and that's the same reason why Carmelo Anthony did not win it over LeBron back in 03. But I think the fact that Edey is actually playing this good on a team that's actually good on top of that, considering the rest of his comp, I think it's enough to separate him. I mean, Stephon Castle's currently the favorite, but I was looking at his numbers, and I simply just don't think it's better than what Edey has been doing, especially considering that Edey's also doing it, for a playoff team on top of that. Okay, but Edey is my pick for Rookie of the Year. Most improved player, I got Dyson Daniels. I think he took the biggest jump in the NBA personally. I'm just going to keep it plain and simple there. Defensive Player of the Year, I got Evan Mobley. I mean, the guy has been outstanding defensively this year in the paint and on the perimeter. And he is one of the biggest reasons why Cleveland has been so dominant defensively this season. So, I got Evan Mobley winning that one. Sixth Man of the Year, I'm giving to Peyton Pritchard. I think he's been the best sixth man. I'm going to keep that one plain and simple also. And my pick for Coach of the Year, guys. JJ fucking Redick is my Coach of the Year. And let me tell you guys why. So the Lakers prior to this year were a play-in team back-to-back years. They were a play-in team back-to-back years, coming off of a season where they missed the playoffs, coming off of a play-in season before that as well. So for 4 straight years, they either missed the playoffs or they had to get in the postseason through the play-in, right? And with JJ Redick, they got 3rd seed. And that's also factoring in that the team completely changed their identity all throughout the season. Like, bro, you had that D'Lo trade, towards December, I think it was, where, you gave Austin Reeves a bigger role after that, and you had to fit Dorian Finney-Smith in. And then after that, you traded Anthony Davis, your whole entire defensive identity, for Luka Doncic. And there was a span where the Lakers were literally ranked the #1 defense in the league with this roster, and clearly they don't have the personnel. I mean, they only have 2 above average defenders on the team. That's Finney-Smith and Vanderbilt. And for a good span, they managed to be #1 in the league defensively. And considering all these things, he took them from play-in level to a top 3 seed, while also changing their identity with multiple trades throughout the year. I am giving JJ Redick Coach of the Year. But okay, guys, that was the show. I hope you guys liked it. I went all over my predictions for the NBA. I went over literally everything, guys. I'm going to get back to you guys with more predictions once the play-in is officially settled within a few days, most likely. Follow my other podcast page, Just Keep Up Podcast, on YouTube and Rumble, guys. I will drop the link in the description. But other than that, guys, if you guys enjoyed the show, subscribe, like, comment, repost. Any support is appreciated, and I will see you guys on the next show.